Look, there's a time for everything. Time to be born, time to die, laugh, time to cry. It's a time for everything. In our seasons of life, some of us are frustrated. Some of us are bored. Some of us are looking for more fulfillment and more meaning. We like, dang, like this same old thing. Like, I hate my life. Like, traumatic things are in a season, a really hard season. It's tore down, there's time to be built up. Recently, that we're just torn down. It feels like forever. I don't know how long it's gonna last. I just want to tell you, guys, Solomon wrote this in the book of Ecclesiastes 3, that there's a time for everything. There's a season for everything. Everything under the sun, everything that's under the sun, God already has planned for. There's a time for that. God, that time of your life where everything was happy and joyous, God planned for that. That time where you were in deep sorrow and you were just in a low point, God planned for that. See, those are different seasons of our lives. That was the seasons of our lives. There's 4 different seasons in the year. They don't last all year long. They change, but they pass. Whatever season that you're in, what makes a season harder, because when you feel like that season's gonna last forever. When you're in the middle of that season, it feels like, man, like this is my reality. The rest of my life gonna look like this. I planned for that season. That season also has a purpose. So you're not just going through that for nothing. See, that's the beauty of it. I'm not just doing this for willy-nilly or because God's torturing me. No, God is trying to build you for this. This is all a part of your purpose and your journey. Some of us don't feel fulfilled in life. A lot of us are working hard for our goal. Nobody see all the work that I put in. I'm after hours. I stay up later than everybody else. I get up before everybody else. And we're working hard, but like, what do we gain from all our struggles? We're working to finally get whatever that thing is that we're trying to get. Well, whether it's that career, whether it's that opportunity, whether it's that relationship, that there's a season for that. God has planned that for a particular time. But in order for me to get there, God has to take me here first. Listen to a T.D. Jakes sermon that gives his car keys to the child store, and trusts him. He feel as though the child is capable of going to the store and getting whatever it may need. Now imagine if that same parent gave that child the car keys at 5 years old. It's the same person, but the only thing changed was the maturation of the 2 kids. God doesn't give us anything that we're not ready for. If that father had given those same car keys to that 5-year-old child when it wasn't ready, would that be a wise father? Would that be a loving father? Can't love him. He set him up for failure. That child was nowhere near ready for it. Father knows his child. If that father knows what that child is capable of doing, our Father knows what we're capable of. If God gave what you wanted when you wanted, what would you do with it? Would you be that 5-year-old child that needs destruction? We think otherwise, but God will know what we'll really do. If God blesses us in the way that we want to, God will know what we're really doing, if we're really ready for it. He's the only one that really knows, and if we don't have it, it must be so because we're not ready. There's the time for that, and the time that we're in now is prepping us for that time. That 5-year-old wasn't ready for that, but through maturation and growth and progress, someday that child will get the keys to drive that car. And because it was ready for it. But God loves us, and God is such a good father where he protects us. He wouldn't set us up for failure. So don't be upset when you don't have the things that we want and we feel as though we deserve and we're working hard for all these things. And no, don't feel that way because you're not ready for it. And that's not a bad thing. But it just shows how good God is, because we're in that place and sometimes we think that God forgot about us. God is like, we're praying and asking things, God forgot about us. God must don't want us with it, or God don't care about us. No, God cares about you so much so that he's not going to give it to you because at this moment, at this season in your life, because he said, you know what? I don't want to give it to you and you mess it up. So you know what? I love you so much. I'm going to give it to you when I know you're going to do good with what I'm giving to you, what I give to you. You know what? You want more. You want better finances. You want more money in your bank account so you can do different things. You know what? I'm gonna give it to you when you're ready for it. When you're wise enough to handle it. When I know you're gonna do good with it. Not right now, because honestly, I'm your father, and I know that you're not prepared for this. Oh, you want that career? Great. I want to give it to you, but I know that you don't have the wisdom yet, or you don't have enough skin. You don't have enough reps in the gym to go get to that point. I used to be skinny. When I first started college, I used to be skinny. But now I'm up to this point. to, where I'm, more muscular and physique. It took me 4 years to get to that point. Not to say I didn't pray for this, but I worked really hard to get to this point. It took me 4 years, about 4 years to get to this point. But I had to put in the work. I had to put in the work to get that point. And it came through the work and the progress and being matured to get to this point. And now I finally got like this. I want to tell you, God knows what's best, and continue putting in the work, continue working hard, because genuinely, there's a season that it will come to pass. There's a season that all your hard work gonna be paid off. There's a season where you're gonna be finally where you want to be. There's a season for that, and there's a season for growth. There's a season for maturation. There's a season for progress.